I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Gerry!
It's dark. The only sound is your heartbeat. Stab of light. What are these? Oh, these are my eyes. Blink, blink. Damien, you slowly revive.
Holy fuck. Really?
Sitting up, you look around your environment, convinced you're in the palace of Judas. You see that...
I'm ready for Judas if that's where I'm going.
You're surrounded by iron bars, massive iron bars, like 2 feet wide. It's like you're in a prison for a giant.
Do I see anybody else? What about my...
Staring out the front of your enclosure, you see what looks like a massive like cell holding area. Mm-hmm. You hear though a rustle as just it sounds like in an adjacent cell. You hear Bart groan.
Okay. Can I see him?
No, there's a wall there.
Oh, okay. And how big is my cell?
It's about 10 by 10.
Okay.
But
and
the
there's
bars
no one
are
else
like
with me.
more like pillars almost. They're so thick.
This doesn't look familiar, does it?
No.
Okay.
So we can't see anybody who's next to us. We just hear. Oh, okay.
On the other side of you, you hear
So I'm not going to look at Ken.
a faint rustling. You're not sure who's over on the right side of you, but Blackie, you sit up, groggy for a moment, regaining your senses, wondering.
Oh no, test today! Oh, thank God, I'm just in a cell, burned beyond recognition.
You hear a faint hello. It's Mildred's voice.
Oh wow!
From a few cells down.
Where they're laughing and drinking and having a party.
She's like, "Can anybody hear me?"
Yes.
Are we in pain? Or are we pretty...
No, you actually feel pretty good.
Interesting.
But these are very strange cells you're in. So like the bars are actually even thicker than the gaps between them. Like you're not sure you don't even know
So
how it
like
opens.
pillars.
Yeah.
There's no door.
No. Looking out the front, you can see that.
What about our boozy friend?
No, you haven't heard anything from him yet.
All right.
You can call out to him.
Okay, we look out the door. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't hear a response. So Sir Richard isn't either. He's either not conscious, not here. Looking out the front, yeah, you see you're looking into what looks to you like you're in some type of prison. And it's like multi-stories. So looking sort of off to the right, you can see that the wall off to the right is just solid bars similar to the ones you are. So there's tiny little cubicle. It looks like a room for giants, though, out there.
Are the cells, are our cells tall?
No, it's like 10-foot cubes.
Okay.
Just stacked up.
And the walls, other than the bars, are smooth walls?
Stone, yeah, just smooth stone. No, like shithole. Just
bed, nothing?
Nothing, yeah. Looking out there, though, you see, in addition to the wall of cells that look like yours, you see like a table and a chair. But the chair must be like, you're at about eye level with the back of the chair. right? The top of the back of the chair, but it must be like 90 feet high. So you're clearly, judging by what you can see, you're about like 5 cell stories up, right?
So basically, we're like chickens in a Chinese grocery store.
Right.
We need to get out of the food mat. Hey, here's a question. We have all of our magic items on us, right?
No. But a quick mental inventory, especially on your part, Blackie, and you could do a little check too, Bart. You sort of cast back into your memory, and you do see that you still have the spells you had memorized, which I think was everything except Shield, which you cast at the last moments that you remember before the light enveloped you. You still have spells memorized.
Okay.
But you don't have your book. Like, nothing is... you don't have any equipment.
I don't have my little jet flames.
No. But you can give an experimental, like, little cough, and fight, like, you get flame. So you still have...
The ability.
Yeah.
No amulet.
No. Now, as you
Are we in the buff,
well,
or are we wearing little dighties?
that's a good question. As you're doing this personal inventory, and you realize this last, Blackie, because your sort of personal search is more mental than physical. You're confirming that you have spells to cast. But Damien and Bart, you guys immediately go to... if you had spells memorized, by the way, there's still... I think you had... I don't think you had cast anything. Mm-mm. So I think you're good to go.
Okay.
But a priest doesn't have a spell book like a mage does.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
you just pray for it.
Yep.
But Bart, as you're sort of like, as you start to, you like realize you're not wearing your helmet, and as you sort of start to see if you've got everything, you realize suddenly, and are kind of shocked that it took you even like a couple seconds to notice. But you look down, and your hand is, you have like a 3-toed. It's like a paw, and the realization just starts to crash in on you, and you suddenly are like looking down at your body, and you see that you have you can't see your face, obviously, there's not a mirror, but your entire body is like the body of a rat.
What?
So you have short gray fur. Uh-huh. Your hands have turned into like the little 3-toed like rat feet.
Hey, you guys, look at your bodies.
So you guys look down. You have the pink, like segmented rat tail whipping around behind you.
I love it.
Damien, you're a little different. You examine yourself. You're also a rat, like not a like half man, half rat. You're just a fucking rat. But you're the middle one of the toes on each of your hands are like missing or cauterized or something like that. So you must have sustained some injury.
But we can still speak, right?
You speak to each other and you understand each other.
The fuck?
Wow.
There's suddenly a huge thunder. And you feel like a gust of like cool breeze. And just out of sight around a corner at the far side of the room, you see the edge of a door, huge door, swing open. And walking into the room is 2 of the man rats. And they're like 250 feet tall. They're like gigantic. And one of them is wearing like rudimentary sort of patched together leather armor. And he holds the door, and walking in behind him is a little, like a more noble looking man rat than you've seen yet. He's wearing robes, and he sort of swooshes by the guy, the rat holding the door. and he stops in the middle of the room, and he puts his hand paws on his hips, and he leans forward, and his huge face just fills your cage wall. And he leans in. You smell like hot, fetid, rotten breath washing over you in like heat waves as he looks in at each of you. And he sort of calls out over his shoulder back to the guy behind him. And this, you understand them now for the first time. He doesn't sound like he's like English is his third language. Like he's like completely like clear when he talks, and he sort of his voice just thunders in your little rat ears. He calls back to the guy at the door. He's like, "Have any of them said anything?" And the guard at the door says, "No, Majesty. No words have been spoken." And he gives sort of a, and he's looking in at each of you. He looks down, judging by where you guys have heard each other's voices, he looks down at Mildred's enclosure. And he reaches in. You can't see what he does, but you hear grinding, metal sliding, and he reaches in and he pulls out. It just looks like a rat. He just pulls out a rat, and he holds it in his hand. And Mildred shouts. Let's see what I'm role playing Mildred today. By the way, good listeners. Mildred shouts, "What do you want from us?" I'm trying to do whatever Sarah would do. She usually plays it pretty logical. Mm-hmm. The robed man rat lets out like a and you see her gray fur like blow in his stinking breath wind. And he's like, the Mildred rat is obviously like, or maybe not obviously, but it's like a quarter the size. It's like a tiny little dwarf rat. It's obviously maintained some of its characteristics, her characteristics. And he holds it up to the guard. He's like, "A dwarf. You didn't tell me we had a dwarf." And the guard says, "Very sorry, Majesty. Very sorry. It was overlooked in the repairs of the demolitions chamber. What are your orders?" And the robed guy.
They didn't hear me chuckle, did they?
It just sounded like. He sort of laughs, and he gives a last disdainful look at Mildred, and he reaches out of sight.
How does the cage open? Can we see that?
No, it's like because you're like
Right.
Alcatraz, prisoners, sort of.
I'm totally on it in an observational listening kind of way with my new rat ears. I'm using my whiskers too. I have very charismatic whiskers.
Yeah, you are. You look like.
We're Pinky, the brain in the brain.
Right. Grinding of metal again. Presumably it's the...
Which you would love, Brian.
You would think.
The cell closing. And the robed man rat, he stands up again, looming over you. And he says, he's like... keep an eye on them. He's like, let me know if they say anything. Their interrogation will begin this evening. Very good, Commander. And he, like, with a swirl and a spin of the robes.
So we can understand them, but they didn't understand what Mildred was saying. I was just squeaking to them.
No. I was just saying that's how your chuckles probably sounded in real life. But no.
So
they
understood.
Understand
that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
They just didn't respond at all. They're very disdainful.
Now we're regular rat-size rats.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We're not humanoid. We're not man rats.
Right.
So we're just rats.
Yeah. Mildred is a small rat.
Okay.
It's a dwarf rat.
Yeah. Damien is a black-haired rat.
Cool.
Bart, your tail is not
Round
pink
and round.
and segmented, it's scaled. But other than that, yeah, you're just rats. So the door,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover.
the door slams shut. Boom! It sounds like the building is falling down. And the guard, he spins the massive chair around, and his stubby little like battle wounded tail flips around, and he plops down in this massive chair, and he kicks his feet up on the little table there, and he's just leaning back, and he immediately is like, he starts to try and like, he sticks his chin in his chest and just gets comfortable, and he's just gonna try and knock out. And that's all that's in the room. So you've got 2 walls of cells, so it looks like P.O. boxes, but with little jail bars, and then a table, a chair, and the guard.
How far away is the guard?
He's maybe
12 miles.
like 1,000 feet. Yeah, he's.
Oh.
I just realized that your hands are like, if you're missing the middle fingers and you're throwing horns.
Oh, weird.
Permanent horns.
I told you you'd like where this is going, Brian.
I don't like the rat part.
So what, is there anything around, I'm taking inventory of the area around here. Is there anything I can grab onto or see or?
No, there's the only thing that is of interest is this guard. The room is bare, and you don't hear or see anybody or anything in any of the cells. That doesn't mean that they're not there. You have a really like shitty angle for viewing, but they're either quiet or empty or unconscious or dead. But the as the guard leans back in his chair, and he's like crashing out, all of you at the same time see and hear like his robes. As he sits back in his chair, they sort of hang back, and you see like a ring of keys on his belt. Like it's almost too good. Right. But yeah, he sits back, and there's these keys on his belt. You don't know where the keys go, and they didn't use them. The robed guy didn't use it to open them. But that's the only real thing of interest. It looks like he's got a dagger.
That's 9 miles long.
Yeah, it is like a 70-foot dagger.
Is there? Can one of you fly this stuff over or float the keys over somehow? Or
yeah, but they're too big to do anything with.
Too far away.
And we're rats. I mean, what am I going to do? Put them on my rat utility belt? I'm not Rat Man. Well, actually, I am. Well, I'm more of yeah. So, is there any way to see on the other cages, like any sort of any bars that would look different, any latches on the front that would be out of sight?
On the other wall.
On the other wall.
Examine that wall real closely. Yeah. So, looking with your slightly enhanced
my rat elf eyes, elf rat
eyes. What looked like just a bar, like a wall of bars, as you really sort of squint,
and it makes the $6 million man. Boop, 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 boop. Does it make that noise?
Yep.
Please say it makes that noise.
It did.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
That's what the sound of you looking at things makes from now on. Yeah, you see that there is actually a tiny, from here, I mean, it seems like it's a half mile away, but it looks like keyhole or a slit above each of the cells. Presumably, you could use a key to open the cells. The robed guy didn't have one that you could see, but maybe he just doesn't need them, or maybe he's got powers or something like that, but
they don't need to lock them because we can't do anything.
Yeah,
they could put a brick on us.
Yeah.
Put a brick on the lid. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and these bars are so massive. Even if they weren't locked, you wouldn't be able to lift them.
And they're metal.
Yeah. But
there goes
maybe
my chewing plan.
it definitely, when you heard earlier, it definitely sounded like the opening of the bars was mechanized, like it ground open. So there's a possibility that if you got a key in there, that you could get those open. Or you could, there's also options for like maybe creating, I don't know, a distraction or...
Wait for Gerry to roll up a rat and save us?
So the man rat starts snoring loudly.
He's too far for me to blow fire on him.
Yeah. Your fire still blows like normal.
Yeah.
But that now equals about like 6 inches.
Is there no way? Is there no way for me to get through these bars, to squeeze through the bars?
No.
Just none.
I'm also thinking about heating the bars and causing a commotion, and maybe he'll come over, but won't be distracted enough, and he doesn't use his hand to open the bars, right?
Here's what we do.
Guy
don't
didn't.
know.
The robe guy didn't, yeah.
Brian, you dress like a sexy rat, and you do wah 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 wah, and go hello, sailor. And then when he comes over to start flirting with you, then you breathe fire on him.
Got it.
All right. Break. Snoring, you say? So
Yep,
he's got some sort of rat
snoring
apnea.
Deeply. Yep.
Let's get a CPAP on this guy.
Now, as you guys are puzzling, and you can hear Mildred down the way, and she every now and then she's whispering out like an idea or a question, and you guys are all sort of trying to see if each of your cells is empty, is it the same size, all that stuff. You hear his keys jingling, almost like he's taunting you. And you sort of, everyone kind of freezes, but he's still snoring, but and he's completely relaxed, but his keychain is starting to like shake and quiver, and the keys are like really softly like jingling.
Is Trondor here? Well, he doesn't have those kind of powers, right?
Maybe Stargoyle.
You haven't heard anything from Trondor yet, and
Stargoyle.
Nothing from Stargoyle either.
Stargoyle.
Although, I was going to wait till you actually asked, but I would assume that now that Stargoyle's on your mind, you would attempt to like communicate or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put out a little. Oh.
All right, so you do that, and there's about 3 times the delay that normally your telepathic Skype call to Stargoyle takes to get through, and you actually do get like a distant response. You don't know what that means. You don't know if that means he's physically far away from you or spiritually far away from you, but you actually do get a bit of a response. It's unintelligible, and a couple attempts after that don't yield anything. But you definitely got a
ping.
Got a ping, yeah.
All right, I'll maintain a low level pings going out, SETI style.
Okay. So the key jingling Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that, listeners?
Ooh, it's the peeling open of 5-hour energy.
Cracking open a warm one.
Brian's getting ready. Brian's getting ready to bust out of here. But
I'm strong to the finish because I need a defibrillator. I'm 5-hour energy man.
Oh, instant boner.
Whoa, I sharted. Makes your sharts smell like suntan lotion. 5-hour energy. In berry, grape, and bleach.
So the keys continue to jingle, and then they're suddenly like silenced, and but they're hanging at like a strange angle off the side of his belt, like something is holding them.
Someone's working some mojo.
And you start to see like a glimmer, just a brief flash and like a little darting light, almost like you're losing consciousness and you're seeing the little sparks. And it's like there's another one and then 3, and then they start to sort of coalesce, and you see the vague outline of a hand that's like lifting these keys up, and the clip that's holding the keys to the belt goes clunk, like, and the keys wait almost like whoever's hand this is waiting to see if the guard wakes up. The hand starts to become more and more visible, and it's like glowing.
Is it a giant hand or
it's huge? It's huge. Yeah,
Compared to us rats.
right. Compared to you rats, and the sparks sort of like they start to arc. All this is silent as the keys like lift up to about your height. And the sparks start to sort of arc to a second point on the ground, and you see like it starts to outline the faint like shape of a foot. So now you're seeing a glowing hand and a glowing foot. And the foot, that's all you see though. And the foot,
That motherfucker.
the foot takes a step very softly, like tiptoe style. It's a barefoot though. This is it's not like a gauntleted leg or anything. And right about where the glowing hand that you're so familiar with stopped, the light just sort of fades away. So all you see is the hand and the foot holding the keys. So the keys held in this massive glowing hand come over. And the first enclosure they go to is the Mildred's. And you hear the faint, it sounds like a minor fender bender, but the faint sound of the keys being put into the keyhole and then grinding open. And the hand emerges with tiny Mildred rat curled up in it. And she's like, guys, I think it's Sir Richard. As she's like lowered down to the floor. Can
I do a take the camera with a very wry look on my face, like, no shit Sherlock? Kind of a no shit Sherlock take.
One by one, the keys go to each of your enclosures, and the hand, there's no voice or mental response to any sort of like, hey, what's up? What's up, Sir Dick? Nothing. No, there's like no
None of us would
response.
say that.
Didn't respond to my high five.
Hey, yo, Sir Dick. What's going on, brother?
So you're one by one lifted out of these enclosures and set on the floor. And the keys are just softly like laid down. You're not sure why he or it or whatever the entity is doesn't hook them back onto the belt, but it looks like he or it may just be running out of time to be around.
Okay.
So the keys is quiet.
I give the hand a hug when he drops me off.
Okay, cool. You feel a little hug back, a little squeeze.
That's
I
nice.
tell him
That's me saying goodbye.
that we will kill these motherfuckers for Glenishmore.
You get a huge, like, sparkly, glowing thumbs up as the hand dissipates.
Falls into the foundry.
So now you're on the floor now. The guard's asleep. The the 9-foot long key pile of keys is resting on the floor, and you've got this massive expanse of empty floor around you. Looking around from here, you don't see anybody else in any of these cages, which is what you see they are now. And yeah, you guys all sort of huddle up on the floor and decide what to do next.
Looking for any exit.
Any exits?
Okay.
Cracks in the floor. Along the floor. A mouse hole, maybe?
All right. So
There's one with furniture in it.
It's
you
just a
cast
matchbox.
around. A glance around this room shows no rat, accessible exits, but you know where the main entrance is, which is just around past the guard and around the
door
corner
where
to
they
the
camped,
left.
right?
Yeah. Which you could make that in a few minutes. So
Yeah, I'm sure we can climb right under it.
yeah, but it's up to you. You guys tell me what you want to do.
Well, let's
do
do
it.
it that way.
Let's make a break for it.
Yeah, I hope there's some way for us to unbrundle. Like, turn human again. Uh-huh. Unbrundle fly or
at least
brundle
man rat.
Brundle rat.
At least get bigger again.
Yeah.
This might be the level, the Secret of Nim level. We get through the giant rat level boss.
You don't think there's a thing we can step into and come out human?
It's called a Brooks Brothers dressing room.
I don't know what that is.
Oh shit!
What do you guys want to do?
Get out of here.
Yeah, let's try to get over to that door where we saw the big guy come in.
Okay.
And even if we can't get out, let's just stay by it so that when it does open, that we run out of there like rats fleeing a sinking blank.
Okay.
All right. You all very naturally, as if you've been a rat your entire life, each of you just drops right down onto all fours and.
This is like de-incarnation.
And you find, like, by comparison to your old forms, this is actually really speedy. So you like skitter across the floor. You haul ass.
Except I can get killed with a pan.
You shoot through the like the legs of the chair and the table.
I just want to cook. I have this weird thing where I
pulling somebody's hair.
I just want to cook. I think I'm good at it.
And you turn the corner around which you know there's the
around
door.
which yummy.
And you see, like, the door just extends. It looks like a skyscraper. It's so big, but it is poorly fitted to the frame. So the bottom of it's just a wooden plank door, and the bottom of it has all kinds of like mismatched board ends. So you can easily like squeeze under those.
Yes. And please.
So you.
Hey, let me poke my head out there and take a gander up and down the hallway. Make sure there's nobody that's going to step on us or anybody with a pan.
Yeah, watch
any
your head.
farmers' wives or things with cheese in them. Oh, I could go for some cheese though when I think about it.
Cheese.
Oh man,
that thought really, as that thought crosses your
Fucking
mind,
cheese.
yeah, it sounds so good.
I'm a little hard right now.
I could fucking fuck up some cheese.
I'm gonna fuck a baby bell.
Fucking cheese.
So yeah, you don't have to stick your head out really.
I hope he pulls out the Munster manual.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Get a picture of me telling that joke. There, good. Thanks.
Please take off your headphones and leave the room, Blaine.
I'm very proud of that, and proud has quotes.
All right. Yeah, so I mean, the gap under the door that you guys are going to squeeze through is like 12 feet high. Like you could easily see outside. You can see that the door opens into a hallway. There's nobody standing outside. And you can see that the hallway, which seems like you're looking into like a hangar, a Zeppelin hangar, extends straight down. On the right side of the hall, as you're looking out, you see 1, 2, 3 wooden doors. At the end of the hall, a good mile away, you see another massive door. And then there's a passage that heads off to the left. So you guys are sort of at the end of a little T intersection here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I hope we can find a big pit of gunpowder. That would be really great.
What do we want to do? Do we want to go down this little side thing and see if we could sort of get a lay of the land, see if there's any sort of guards coming or anything, or do we just want to make a break for one of those doors?
I say we get the fuck out.
Yeah, I feel like the door at the end is the exit, but we can check them all.
If you're in the hall, when you're in the hall, you're technically like totally exposed. So probably the best cover to cover would be from one door to the next as you look. Because if you're in the hall, you don't. The hall is like it's like the halls you were walking through. You're still underground. It looks like so. There's no like cracks or holes or anything. It's just like a square corner. So if someone came out and you were in the hall, you'd be seen immediately.
Yeah, let's go door to door.
Let's do it. First door.
All right. So you skitter off to the right side of this door, and then. Who's What's the order here as you guys are running? Just so I
I'll go
have
first,
it right. Who's on point? Bart.
Yeah.
All right. Bart is lead rat.
I'll follow Bart.
Blackie. All right. And then do you want to be... Actually, it would probably make sense. Mildred would probably ask or insist that you follow Blackie. That way she can keep you guys... She can help sort of protect the magic users. All right. But she says it in a way that is in Mildred's style, not trying to not be insulting.
Right.
All right. So this is Bart in the lead. You're following his scaly little dragon rat tail.
Which sticks straight out when he runs. It's true. That's where they get the Toym Rat Tail file.
All right, bounding down the right side of this massive hallway, you come to the first door. It's a similar sort of build as the one you just left, just sort of shitty construction.
Cheese, right? Lots of cheese.
You turn that corner, and you see you're in another room that's floor to ceiling cages. And in this room, you see there is no guard, but you see many of the cages have rats of various shapes, sizes, colors in the enclosed. And you're seen by a bunch of them, and you hear crystal clear. You hear, "Psst, hey, help us!" You hear all these voices like, "Hey, help! Don't leave us here! Hey!" Yeah, I mean, you count, just at first glance, you count maybe 20 rats scattered through the...
What do we do?
I don't think we can rescue them. I'd love to, but we can't pick up a key.
Right.
Yeah, we can't. Let's just make
We'll come back if we can.
Yeah, we'll come back if we can. That's pretty much all we can do.
Who are you? Who are you guys? Wait, where are you going?
Keep going.
All right.
I don't have any change.
Maybe on the way out.
All right, so you run under. At this point, you can run underneath the door, and it creates almost a passage. Like the door itself is probably 30 feet thick. So you're running.
I'll say.
You run down under the door, eyes peeled, keep an eye out for anybody coming out any of the doors you haven't popped into, or that side hall, which is still ahead of you and to the left. You run, and it just seems the space along the wall between the doors just feels like forever because there's no, you're completely vulnerable. But you do get to the second door down the side, which brings you to about halfway. So if you run a little bit further, you'll be able to see down that hallway. You'll be at the halfway marker of this little T junction. You duck into this room. This room has huge treasure chests. One of them's open, and you can just clearly see...
cheese?
No.
Well, then fuck it.
You can see the prongs of the water crown. You can see full, massive acres of velvet studded Damien robe just sort of sitting on the edge. It looks like all your stuff is in here. Most of the chests are closed. One of them's open. It'd clearly been sort of being rifled through. But it's 250
Mark
feet
this on
high.
your mental maps.
Okay.
Room 2, our stuff.
Wait, let me try this. I wish I was big.
No, didn't work. And you kind of since this is you sort of peek around in here a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going to hide it from them like I used to, but I asked Judas to guide us and help us get back to our normal form.
Okay. All right. You cast out a
just pray
humble
to him.
prayer.
Yeah.
Okay. So that prayer starts going out.
I'll first of all thank him for giving us life, and then
And a love of cheese.
asking him as a favor if we can be restored.
All right. So nothing happens immediately.
In the name of vengeance.
But I'll assume that that's sort of like something you're like a mantra. You're gonna keep going. Kind of.
Hello, you've reached Judas. Please stay on the line. Your prayer is important to us. Your prayer will be answered in the order in which it was received.
Judas Priest.
Yeah, so you see some.
Hellbent for leather.
You don't see any more rats.
Who was that?
That was Rob or Hal Ford.
Yeah, so you don't see any more rats accessible stuff in here. It just looks like a storeroom where a bunch of the gear has been stacked up. There's stuff that's not yours on the wall, some robes.
Yeah, let's take. You ready?
Yeah. We can take a break.
Quick break.
Okay.
And we're back. Before we get into this is fucking insane. So we started, obviously, Sark wanted to start without doing a recap, and you guys listen. I still have not heard what happened to my good friend and writing partner.
Sir Richard.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with... We'll never forget Gerry, but I don't know where he is.
And nobody knows.
I don't know how his story ended, but obviously we just
and nobody knows how you got where you are now.
Last I knew, I was dead. So
But Gerry right now is somewhere in bed with Suzanne Plachette. So
that's terrible.
Let's pour out a
Suzanne Plachette now or 70s.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, for God's sakes.
Suzanne Plachette is what he named his keg.
So we're going to pour out a D40 for Sir Richard.
But before we jump in, I have been on the road, so I have a ton of cash from nice donors that come to my stand-up shows.
Look at that pile of stuff.
Yeah, there's some funny shits. Anyway, so first... the donor that gets our plaque that sent into Earwolf, he donated $100. Eric Lambrex. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
We're all signing this. Unfortunately, Gerry and Sarah are not here, but
we can forge their signature if you would like.
Hold on to it.
Let's hold on to it and let everyone
hold on to it and let them sign it when they come back.
Because you want it to have all 6 Beatles on it.
Yes, so you'll get that soon, Eric. Thanks for the donation. You rule super hard.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
I'm going to use this 5-hour energy to get through this really quickly because I have a ton of shit. So,
his name was
do it like the Micro Machine guys.
Oh, yeah.
John Machida? You could do that.
What was his name?
John Machida.
Oh, John Machida, that's right. The Micro Machines guy. Okay. Google him, millennials.
So these are the people that gave me cash either in Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
Or this past weekend where I was in Buffalo, New York.
You were not.
Yes, I was.
Fucking full of shit.
At the Helium in Cap City in Austin, which is...
Great club.
Both of those. You got to do all the Heliums now, too. Have you done them all?
No.
They're so fun.
Did you do a Velveeta room when you were in Austin?
No. I hung around downtown, obviously. That's...
You guys wish
dressed as Brianna,
the Velveeta, right?
Oh, yeah, no kidding. All right, well, so let's jump in. Anyway, Josh Gold. We got Josh Gold, Patrick White, Daniel Bishop, Kelly Johnston, Glenn Malloy, Tress Churchill, Nathan Agin, Scott Harrison, Cindy Crowell, and she's a metal quilter. She does
of course she
heavy metal quilts.
That's actually she's a welder.
She's really cool. Yeah. You can check her out at quiltocalypse.blogspot.com.
Fantastic.
Quiltocalypse.
Right.
You know how to
looking
spell
that
that. Yeah.
You know what? I was in
Very
DC
nice
last
lady.
year. I saw the AIDS Quiltopolis.
So those people all gave cash.
Thank you.
We have a check from Christopher Zapita.
Nice.
Covered in blood and cocaine. We're going to send this off to the...
He wrote it to Nerd Poker. I hope we can cash it in the future. Earwolf, please. But yeah, thank you, man. We'll try to turn that into money. And then let's see. We'll put that all together. Then we got a card.
There's so much stuff here. Look at that.
I'm
I
almost
love
there.
it. No. This is awesome.
It's like you just had a bar mitzvah.
It's a card with a little magic wand that says poof. I think Nerd Poker's the best. You've inspired me to play D&D for the first time in years. As a thank you, I'd gladly translate stuff into Latin or Greek for the campaign. Also, here's some money. James I. And then this is from the girlfriend on the other side here. Dear Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. I didn't grow up playing D&D, but my rad boyfriend, Arrow, to guy on the other side of the car,
Oh, what a sweet couple.
introduced me to your podcast, and it makes me laugh out loud and keeps me entertained every time I listen to it. I hope this small donation helps keep things going. Thanks to you all for being awesome. Liza M. P.S. Sorry for writing so sloppily, writing this on the fly before Brian goes on stage. Believe they were in Austin, and they contributed $50 in cash.
Fantastic.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Liza and James.
I
know
thought that
some
was
penny
going to
whistle-
go a lot differently.
What do you mean?
The couple's note about D&D. I thought it was going to be the bro going thanks and the girl being like, go fuck yourselves.
Thank you for contributing to our
I
divorce.
want my man back.
Then we got two more here. This is from Ryan Perry. He sent us the same amount, another $50 in cash. And
I know a
think
penny
he was
whistle and moon pie store we could probably hit before they close.
Yeah, I think he was in Austin also. Hey, Brian and friends, and Sark.
Shitty DM.
That's awesome.
Oh, shit.
Dear Flintstones
I just
and Mr.
got-
That's what
Slate.
the show should be called now.
I
Brian
just got
Posehn and
wrecked.
friends and Sark. Keep
my
doing
God.
what you guys are doing. You make Wednesdays better and help me through the week. Ken, you inspired me to roll a Dragonborn as my first D&D character.
I hope he's a big pussy like me.
Sark, keep trying your Die Hard impression. Maybe one day it'll be halfway decent. Sarah,
He should come out to the coast.
Sarah, I'd keep Trondor away from Mildred if I were you. Blaine, may you keep on flying and being hilarious. Gerry, as one of my favorite characters, please come do a convention or signing in Austin. Finally, Brian, thank you for making this show. It has been amazing. Thanks, Ryan Perry. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
These
I
people are
guess.
the fucking coolest. I mean,
It's
the
the best.
people that draw, the people that show up
Yeah,
to my
oh my God,
shows.
yeah,
Great
It's
fans.
It's
Oh, so
fucking
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then what's next? Is that it? No, there was one other thing here.
Here's this huge, weird, tied together package that's ticking.
Oh yeah, that. And then there's a little
oil
some
leaking
cash from John Azell, and he wrote to Nerd Poker LED Hula Hoopers.
Oh, God.
So this is the cash from Ryan Perry. This is from John Azell.
I'm going to get voted off this island.
I think that's everybody. Wow.
Wait. What about
Oh
this?
yeah, this is insane. So we'll get a. Did you already get a picture of this? Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
This guy Chris Beaver.
No jokes, please.
Or is it Bedver? No. What was that? A or a D?
I don't know your fingers over it.
It
Anyway,
looks like Chris Beaver.
yeah. He,
No jokes, please.
I did a comic book signing, Deadpool, at Austin Books, and he brought me this. It's amazing drawing of Damien.
Yeah.
It is super cool.
I only wish I could draw like that, and I only wish Damien was half that badass.
And also not a rat.
Yeah. You guys are fucking awesome. Thanks for supporting the show and doing the things you've been doing. So cool.
Yeah. I love the fans on Twitter, too. Everybody's very supportive.
Yeah.
I have more fun playing knowing that people are having fun listening. There, I said it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you just be good PCs and die?
What was that, Bruce Willis?
That was Bruce Willis in Goldfinger.
I thought that was Bruce Willis in Moonlighting.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's jump back in.
All right. You had just cleared room 2, where you mentally made a note that all your stuff is in, all your giant stuff
shit's
is
in
in
room 2.
huge chests. Yep.
And we changed back into people.
All right. So
Right?
you guys run underneath the door, down, and you get ready to break for the next door. And as you're passing, as you're running, which you do, and as you're running along the wall, trying to get to cover. You can look to the left, and you're sort of on the far side of this hall, looking down that passage. Yeah. So you as you run to the door, you can all sort of get a quick look down there, and you see that hall leads. It's maybe I don't know. It's another couple miles. This hall, and you see standing like two monolithic. Like statues almost. You
Cheese
see
towers.
on either side of the hall two man rats. Gigantic man rats. And they look like guards, and they're standing there. Each of them has got their back against the opposite side of the hall, and they're you just hear the faint sort of rumbling of a conversation, and it looks like they're talking.
Remember when we could kill these guys for fun?
I press X and do a double execution.
So you guys don't stop for fear of being spotted, but you sort of get the lay of the land there. Between you and them is just hall. Past that, you see torches on the walls, but it's hard to see from your low angle whether or not there's doors or anything past them. Your vision of the hall sort of starts to fade at the guards, and you sort of break into the third door, or you into that little opening there. Looking into this room, you see there's the first thing you see, almost like your eyes could smell it. You see a huge chunk of cheese.
Yeah.
Now, it's sitting in what looks like some type of device. You can't tell what it is, but we're going to have to make a roll right now.
To resist cheese?
Because you guys...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Roll against cheese.
Because it smells so fucking good, though.
I'm sure it does.
You didn't realize until just now how hungry you are. You don't know how long you've been out.
It smells like a cheese's pussy.
Yeah.
Jesus pussy? Jesus pussy would probably smell pretty good.
Oh, that's the finest pussy there is.
Oh,
I
man.
saw Jesus Pussy in Seattle, like 91, at the fucking Crocodile. It was amazing.
All right, so...
Didn't Bobcat open for them a couple times?
Jesus Pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. They did a split 7-inch.
I'll say.
With Santa Fucktard.
Didn't the Santa Fucktard go on to be Josh Groban? Now I feel bad. Josh Groban's cool.
Okay.
No, wait. I don't want to get into a whole Billy Joel thing again.
We're going to roll...
There's people that I hate so much more than Billy Joel, too. We just, scratched the surface.
And he's a half-ape, too. 'Cause he did some good stuff at some point.
You know, I've also come to the conclusion that...
Yeah, he fucked that one lady.
Yeah, he fucked her
He
good.
fucked her good. He fucked
her right in
babies
the
in her.
cheese pussy.
Oh, my God. I looked in the DM's guide for 2 seconds,
pussy?
lost track of the conversation, and came back to this.
I don't feel as uncomfortable as I do when Sarah's here, saying terrible things. 10 years of knowing her, but I'll say terrible things and then feel bad after
Yeah, you
I
do.
say it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But when
I do not.
When she's not here, I don't feel terrible.
All right, well, should I role play Sarah right now and
No.
make you feel guilty?
No.
Okay. We're going to roll a saving throw right now. And if you don't have them marked on your character sheet, I'll give you your saving throws.
How great
it
to be
looks
killed
like
by cheese.
Blackie, I don't see them on yours.
all
Yeah, I don't have...
All right, so I'll read down yours. So this goes in the right column there.
Okay.
What level are you?
I'm level 6, but
All right, so-
probably 8, actually.
Yeah, we could. Exactly. We were just talking before we started this that this would be a great time to level up, which it is, but I wanted to get through this first scene, this first sort of scenario here before we did. Okay, level 6, probably level 8, but just
Yeah,
so
we'll
feel
go-
better about this.
we'll preserve
It wouldn't change if it was 8. Starting at the top, it's 13, 9, 11,
11,
13,
13,
10.
10. Oh my God, 9/11, guys.
Okay.
Here, read these pamphlets.
Do you guys have yours Let me see. Let me just double check. This is Bart. You are a Dragonborn warrior. Let me make sure that you're up to date here. Level 6. 11, 13, 12, 13. Yep, you're good. And then let me check Damien here. Damien is a level 4 priest. And that is 9, 13, 12. Yeah, okay, so you guys are all up to date. And
Can we get to the cheese already?
Sarah actually texted me a picture of her character sheet so that I could reference this.
Tecate.
This break brought to you by Tecate, the worst beer in the world. Until someone shows up with something else, anything else, there's Tecate. That's available. Tecate, it's Spanish for Pabst.
All right, Sarah, here's her 11, 13, 12.
Don't ruin Ken's drink.
I'm good.
Okay.
You know what you do is...
As long as it's not Coors or Corona, I'm happy.
I'll have one of these.
It's also a little warm, which is nice.
crack open a warm one. Tecate. Yeah, I'll chase this 5-hour energy with a Tecate. Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
You know what I'm looking forward to is a purple diarrhea out of my pee hole.
It's more like a tepid.
What was the...
I already have to smoke an eighth of pot to make this 5-hour energy fucking go away.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna, but I want to.
I gotta Johnny Cash my buzz.
All right. So we're going to be saving against... I'm just going to have it be a... you guys will have... Because it's not a full-on charm, but it's having an effect like a charm spell. We're going to save versus spell, but you'll get a +2 bonus. So now... How the saving throws work, you guys have to roll your d20s, get those warmed up, and you're going to want to roll high because you need to beat that number that you have in your We've got the dice rolling castle here. Oh, Blaine's going in. He's going in.
No.
He rolls a 2. All right.
What did we roll in saving
Someone's
throws
gonna eat some cheese.
from the being drawn to the cheese?
Yeah. Here's Bart.
11.
He rolls an 11. +2 is 13. Not quite. Bart's saving its spell was 14.
Come on, it's cheese. I can't help it.
And then we've got Brian's getting his dice of choice ready here.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was something I could do to get out of this.
If you tie your saving throw, you're good. That it's equal to or greater than. So,
Okay.
what's your save versus spell?
14, I think.
The
last one?
Yeah, last one is 14.
14. Okay.
I roll a 20 on this?
Yep. You have a +2 bonus. That looked like a single digit.
It's a 2.
All right.
Wow. This
That's
is some
great.
good fucking cheese.
So what happened?
All right, hold on. Let me roll for Sarah.
We're all going cheese crazy.
Oh, we had to roll over to... Yeah, fuck.
Sarah's saving its spell is 14 at the moment. I'm going to roll for her. Whoa, that did not work. Nope, that did not work.
Okay.
She rolled a 17.
Nice.
I got a hot hand. I wish there was a Vegas game that used RPG die. I would kill.
I'm sure there will be one soon. They have war.
Damn it. Why is there not D20 craps? I would annihilate. All right, anyway. Sarah saves successfully. The rest of you guys, the hunger pangs are just too sharp. And you don't blindly charge into it. You don't lose your minds. This isn't a magic spell. This is just a...
Do I have enough to keep to the wall and sort of circle and look for traps and sort of know that I need the cheese,
yes.
but I'm...
But also, don't we have memory of a thing that is a trap?
Totally.
Yeah, so...
But that's butting up
Got
against
it.
now an instinct.
But we are aware.
It's a trap.
Yeah, you're not just rushing straight. You're not diving straight into this. You move in like you've got a purpose though.
I'm going to sneak some cheese.
But it's on you guys to sort of role play that now because you are compelled now. So your mindset now role play this, you have to get the cheese. Like, you got to get that cheese somehow. You can do it smart.
Yeah.
And Sarah's like, you hear Mildred behind you go, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
We're getting cheese.
Duh. Hey, are there any wires, trip wires, above, below? Is it on a platform? Is it on a weighted thing? Is it on a tile in the floor? Do I have to look at it and rub my chin and then pour some sand out and then swap the sand for the cheese and then brush a bunch of spiders off Ken's back?
So you guys run up. You scoot down the wall. You pull like a real crisp flanking maneuver on this thing, and you're looking at this thing. The cheese is sitting on a sort of like a circular metal platform that's a good like 40 feet across, and you're looking at the device. You know there's a rat trap, and as you get closer, you see that there is indeed a trigger.
And we take a break. And we're back.
Don't do that, man.
5 Hour Energy.
We got it.
That's the tagline. The lights
shadows.
just went out. They came back
You
on.
guys, I'm really freaking out. 5 Hour Energy. I don't feel so good. 5 Hour Energy.
Do you smell smoke?
Am I blinking? It feels like I'm blinking. Am I blinking? Am I blinking? 5 Hour Energy.
Oh, God, it's only been 2 minutes. 5 Hour Energy.
My heart is exploding in my chest.
5 Hour Energy.
Oh man. All right. So you guys approach the object of your desire, and you see that you do recognize that it is some type of rat trap. It's not like one you remember ever seeing. At least not from you're trying to sort of make sense of this gigantic structure that you're approaching and figure out what it would have looked like if you were standing up as a human. But as you run up, you do see that the platform that the cheese is on, as you move closer to it, is connected to what looks like it is like spring loaded, and it just looks like almost like an iron spatula.
You mean like a pan?
Yeah.
Like something that could kill a rat, like a pan.
It looks like a metal. It's sort of rectangular. It looks like a steel waffle on the end of this huge bar, and it looks like if the cheese is lifted off of the platform, the thing springs over and smashes.
Can we knock the cheese off somehow?
I mean, it's a big chunk of cheese. You could lean on it a little bit. It's definitely... No. Yeah. I'm just saying, it looks like you could move it, but it would be really heavy.
What if I melt it?
Well, that would be nice.
Right?
We can make some quesadillas.
Oh my god. Some fondue.
What do you think it is? Like Jack?
It's like warm brie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
This isn't one of those soft cheeses.
Can I get close enough to just melt it off the thing, and then it'll snap and we'll run away, and then have some melted cheese?
Yeah, you could.
Maybe this is just a waffle iron, and we can make some crepes.
Oh my god.
It looks
Or like those little
so
cheesy
good.
waffle wafers that they make.
Oh my god! Oh, they'd be good right now.
I've made a terrible mistake.
I'm going to jack off onto all
Can
this
we
cheese.
redo this episode?
No. Don't check off on my cheese.
No, all the cheese. All the cheese.
By the way, don't jack off on my cheese.
All right.
I'd be saying that.
Yeah, it looks like
Can I get that on a shirt? Triple X.
the squisher
squisher?
side of things is a little bit bigger than the platform that the cheese is on, but you could stand.
Out of range.
Yeah.
And burn it.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll lick the cheese off of this
All
thing.
right, little dragon rat Bart scurries up. And
You know what? Nobody will smell is cheese frying.
I don't care. I want to smell cheese frying.
all right, so you
All the rats are going to go fucking crazy. Where's that coming from?
All right, so you kind of eyeball it. Obviously, this is
I'm ready to run.
a terrifying device.
I'm gonna run and lick at the same time.
This is sort of like it's like trying to gauge where the grand piano that's being suspended outside of the window is going to fall. So you sort of eyeball it. You've got what you feel like is a safe distance. And you it's a massive dragonborn gout of fire erupts out of Bart's tiny little mouth. If someone was in this
Running
room,
away.
they may not have even noticed it because it'd be small. It's like smaller than a match being lit. But
So I spit and run.
the closest edge of the cheese, as you sort of spit, now it's not your usual white blue boosted because you don't have your helmet on. It's the traditional yellow and orange flame. But the cheese immediately, because your breath weapon is no joke. The cheese is immediately liquefied and just goes, and you hear just for a second the creaking of metal as the cheese melts off the side and the platform lightens slightly, and almost like you closed your eyes at the speed of your eyes closing. The SWAT side of the thing just goes bang down, like you're just staring at a wall of, as the last of your breath weapon sort of trickles out of your little rat lips, it just brushes up against this metal wall, and you're just staring at the sprung trap. And as you turn around, sort of happy,
Covered in cheese,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Sprayed with cheese.
Well, Bart, you're good.
Okay.
But Blackie and Damien, you look like slime, like yellow Slimer. You're just like covered in delicious melted.
Yeah, but is it burning?
No. It's not like
warm
scalding.
cheese.
Yeah, just
Okay.
warm, like movie theater nacho
Oh,
consistency.
okay.
Consistency.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh my god, and it
I
tastes
lick
so
my balls.
good.
I also lick your balls.
Right, I bet right now we look like the cast of The Wiz.
Mildred is like she's almost completely gone, and as she stands up, her tiny little like cheese mound and blinks, blink, blink, blink. You guys just start you just go in. It's so good. Whatever this cheese is, what vintage was this?
I hope it's not full of rat roofies.
Poison cheese.
In the distance, you hear what sounds like crowds screaming and gnashing and wailing.
Is that cheese? Oh, the cheese. Distant cheese.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in you're outside of a venue, but you can hear the crowd inside the venue, like cheering and crying. But you're too busy just licking dollops of cheese off your bodies and your balls, in your case, Damien, to notice. You guys are too busy licking sweet dollops of cheese off your bodies and your balls, in your case, Damien. And I see we're getting the episode
Cool.
time signal here.
Yep. You've been listening to Nerd Poker D&D with Brian Posehn and friends. I'm Brian Posehn.
Sark.
And me, too.
Sark.
And Sark.
Once again, I want to thank everybody who was a donor this week, and especially Chris Beaver again for this drawing. And then I remember he also gave me some cash. He should have been included in the first thing. I'm not anywhere. I'm home.
Not even here?
Not doing stand-up.
What a revelation.
Oh, actually, yeah, if you live in L.A., this is super cool. Friday night, you should come to this, Sarky. You are, right?
I don't know. I really want to.
You're going to kill me in a second.
At
but
the
go ahead.
Hollywood ArcLight, I am hosting at midnight on Friday night, and that means Friday after 11:59 comes midnight. So don't fucking ask me, do you mean Thursday night? No, dickhead, we're not going to do a midnight screening on a fucking Thursday.
Is it Saturday at 12:01?
We're showing Near Dark. Near Dark, one of my all-time favorite movies.
best.
And Lance Henriksen is going to be there,
Ooh.
and I'm going to nerd out, and he's going to answer some questions from me and from the audience.
Wow.
Like, where are you parked?
It's put on by the Modern School of Film and the ArcLight, at the Hollywood ArcLight, midnight, Friday night. There's still tickets available, but they're going, and you should wear your pajamas because most people are doing that.
Or cowboy gear.
Yeah.
That would be exciting, too.
Yeah, but that movie's fucking awesome. It
So
totally
good.
stands up.
Yeah, the
It's-
bar scene is
yeah.
legendary. So legendary. I can't make that because I'm going to be at a rave in Mexico City.
God.
That's so
Well,
Raven, Mexico City.
Apparently, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to stab my friend in the face and be in jail.
Enjoy your hula hoops.
And then Saturday night, I'm at the Melrose Improv doing one show, Brian Posehn and Friends, at 8 p.m. Funny friends. Just one of them being Ron Funches.
Oh, holy shit, he's funny.
Who, if you haven't seen Ron Funches yet, you're a fucking asshole.
He's fantastic.
He's so great. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
5 Hour Energy.
And Sark.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com